Hi guys, I Aziz welcome you to CoedMaster, and in this video we will see some of the most commonly utility methods of files class in Java. So if you are willing to learn some of the most commonly used utility methods of files class in Java, then this video is for you. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright guys, let's begin this video. So first of all, we are going to create a directory. And in this directory, we are going to create two files. And the name of first file is hello.txt. And we are going to write hello text inside of this file. Okay. And then we are going to create a second file that is world.txt. And we are going to write world in this file. Okay. So let's quickly run the program and create one directory and two files inside of that directory. Okay. Let's run the program and we are done. So you can see here that one directory is created and inside of this directory two files are created, hello.txt, and inside of this file we have hello text, and another file we have world.txt, and inside of this file we have world text. Okay, so let's begin this video with the very first method, that is exist method. But before using exist method, we need a path. So let's create a path. First of all, let's comment out this piece of code. Okay, let's create a path, path, of any one of the file. Okay, so let's call path dot off method. Okay, in off method we are going to give a path of the file, that is temp slash hello world txt. Okay, so our path is created. So now we can check the first method. So let's call system.out.println, let's call files and dot exist method. So what this method does, this method takes path as argument and checks whether the given path is present or not. In case of this path, it will check the given file is present or not. So let's run the program and you will see that it is giving true. This means the hello.txt file is present in temp folder. Okay, now let's move on to the next method, and that method is getHonor. So using this method, we can get the owner of this file. Let's run the program and you will see that the owner of this file is Aziz. Okay, great. Now let's move on and see the next method, that is size method. So let's call size. Size method takes path as argument and it's going to give us the size of this file in bytes. So let's run the program and you will see that the size of this file is 5 bytes. Okay, so far so clear. Cool. Now let's move on and see the next method, that is prob content type. So what this method does, it's going to return the content type of this file. Okay, let's run the program and you will see that the content type of this file is text/plain. Okay, cool. Now let's move on and see the next method, that is directory method. So as the name suggests, this method checks whether the given path is directory or not. As simple as that. Okay, let's remove this one bracket, run the program. And boom, you will see that it is giving false. This means hello.txt is not a directory, right? So let's try to remove hello.txt and this slash, and now run the program. And now you will see that it is giving true. This means the path is a directory, right? Let's do Ctrl Z. Okay. Now let's see the next method, that is readable. So as the name suggests, this method checks whether the given path is readable or not. So in this case, we are giving a file, so it will check that whether the given file is readable or not. Let's run the program and you will see that this file is readable. That is why it is giving true. Now let's move on and see the next method, that is get last modified time. So let's call get last modified time. Let's pass the path. So this method takes path as argument and in return it will give us a last modified time of this file. Okay, let's run the program. And you will see that the time is being printed on the screen. But if you look at this time, this date time is not in my time zone, right? It is giving 9:17:46. So let's convert this time into my time zone. So to convert this time into my time zone, we have to call some methods. So the first method is toInstant. So it's going to convert the date time into an instant. And then we are going to call at zone to change the time zone of this date time. Okay, so to give our time zone, let's call zoneID class, and this class has one method, that is system default. So what it does, it's simply going to give the default time zone of my system, right? So here the system default is a static method of zone ID class, okay? And addZone is a method that is going to change the time zone of this datetime object into my system time zone. And in the last, we are going to convert this into local datetime string, okay? Okay, now we are good to go. Let's run the program. And now you will see that the date time is printed in my time zone. And date and time of my zone is 7/10/2023 and the time is 14:47:46. So far so good. Now let's see the next method, and the next method is mismatch method, okay? So to call the mismatch method, we need two paths. So let's create one more path, and in this path, let's give a second file, that is our world.txt file, okay? Now what we are going to do, we are going to match both the files, okay? So let's call system.out.println, and then we are going to call files.mismatch, okay? Now mismatch method takes two arguments, and that are path. So let's give it first path and let's give it second path, okay? So it will take two paths and find the mismatch among both the files. So let's run the program, and you will see that it is giving 0. Now in order to understand why it is giving 0, we have to understand what this method actually does. So guys, mismatch method checks two things. Number one is the size of the file. So this means the size of both the files should be same. And the second check is every byte of the first file is identical to the corresponding bytes of the second file. So if both the conditions are true, this method returns -1. But this time it is giving 0. This means it is giving the position of first mismatch byte. And why is it so? Hello.txt file contains hello and world.txt file contains world, right? So let's copy the text from here and paste here. And now let's run the program once again. Now you will see that it is giving -1. This means there is no mismatch between two files, okay? Now again, let's change it to hello1. And now if we run the program, it will give us 5. This means it is the position of the first mismatch byte, okay? So this is how mismatch method works. Now let's move on to the next method, and that is the permission method, okay? So let's remove this path from here. Let's remove this line. And now we are going to see the permissions of the given file. So for that, let's call files.get POSIX file permission. And this method takes path as argument. So give it a path. And what it does, it's going to return the permissions that is associated with the given file. Okay. It's going to give a set of POSIX file permission. Now let's give it a name. Okay, permissions. Okay. Let's import this set, import class. We are good to go. Now let's print all the permissions that are associated with this file. Okay, let's give it permissions. Okay, let's run the program, and you will see that these are all the permissions that is associated with hello.txt file, and these are others read, owners write, owners read, and group read. So the owner can read and write this file, group can also read this file, and others can read this file. So only owner can write this file. All other people can only read this file. So guys, with this we are done with all the most commonly used utility methods of files class. I hope all the methods are clear to you. So this is all from my side. If you have learned something valuable, then please hit the like button in order to make YouTube algorithm happy. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so my friend you never miss any upcoming video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.